What's going on, everyone? I'm S2F Gaming, and welcome back to episode 56 of the ARK Survival Evolved series. Guys, in the last episode, we were over on Lost Island, and we tamed up some Dinopithecus. But today, guys, we are over here on Extinction. Yes, I mentioned at the end of the last episode we would be starting on a new map, but then I realized that this episode that I'm recording right now will actually be coming out on Christmas Eve, and to be honest, we have done nothing with the Christmas event, so I thought, what better time to do something with the Christmas event than on Christmas Eve itself. So guys, we are over here at Extinction. In my opinion, Extinction is the best map to actually hunt out Raptor Claws because it's always light out. Doesn't matter what time of day. It could be midnight, it could be 5 a.m., it could be afternoon, doesn't make a difference. It's always this dark, which is really, really nice. Well, this light. The only places that will get dark are, in fact, the biomes. We have the desert biome right here, and then on the other side of us, we have the snow biome. Also, too, guys, you might have noticed I actually brought the Cynomacrops over here because I'm kind of curious. Because it halves the weight with everything in its inventory, coal does weigh a lot, let's be honest. So I'm kind of wondering, will it actually have the weight of coal? If it does, the Cynomacrops might be a really good dino to have with you when you are tracking down Raptor Claws, because, yeah, the coal weighs a lot, and if you get a lot of coal, yeah, it's going to start weighing down your dino, honestly. But, guys, as of right now, it is currently 5:59, it is 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to have to hang out here for a little bit because Raptor Claws doesn't show up till midnight, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so it may not actually look like it, but it is currently 23:48, which means Raptor Claws will be showing up in 12 minutes, but yeah, like I said, it's still light out. So it's actually really, really easy to track down this guy. Plus, might have mentioned that earlier, this map's actually relatively small, which is actually pretty nice, honestly. So if you guys don't know much about the Raptor Claws event, basically this is the Christmas event that goes on. Basically you'll see basically just a raptor in the sleigh basically go across the sky, and it drops presents. And the idea is grab as many presents as possible basically before time runs out. Essentially, Raptor Claws will show up between midnight to 2 a.m. so you don't have a lot of time. Honestly, guys, my tip would be change your nighttime speed. Actually slow it down a bit because you only really have 2 hours essentially. So I know a lot of us like to speed up nighttime speed and everything like that, but it will affect how many presents there are and everything like that. If you want more presents, slow down your nighttime speed specifically. Another tip I have is have a fast flyer. If you have a snow owl, if you have a griffin. Personally, I like the snow owl. I think last year I did the crystal wyvern, which was actually a pretty good choice, but snow owl, you can breed, you can imprint, and yeah, it's actually really, really good, honestly. Plus, I've actually added a few levels into movement speed on this thing, so it should be looking pretty good. To get started, basically, it is currently 23:55, so we gotta wait 4 minutes at this point. What you'll actually see toggle on your screen, it'll say, like, Raptor Claws has arrived. You'll start hearing the Christmas music, which means the event has begun. Just like that, Raptor Claws has arrived. Plus the spot that we're at right now, I actually really, really like because traditionally Raptor Claws will sometimes show up in the biomes first. Just to give you guys an idea of where we are on the map here. We're right about here, 49.7, 66.7, so not too shabby. Let's see if he's in the biomes right now. Of course he's not, which means he's probably up there. He is. But that's basically what you're looking for. You're looking for that guy there. Eventually he'll start dropping presents. I don't want to go too close to that area, I'm gonna be honest, because that's where the wyverns and stuff are. So let's head on over kind of there, but we'll kind of see where the first or second present drops, and then we can figure out yeah, we can figure out its path and everything like that. Plus, on Extinction, do watch out for the actual supply drops. If you get really, really close to them, they will actually kill you. So just be aware of that if you are going to do this on Extinction specifically. Alright guys, so this is what you're actually going to be looking for. These are the Raptor Claws presents that will be dropping on down. He'll drop a few down, honestly. So my first suggestion would be, right when you get to the first present that you can find, you're going to wait this out, you're going to let it drop to the ground, but I would say kind of get an idea of the trajectory, like basically the path that he's taking. You could see another present there, because once there's like 4 or 5 down, it's just going to be a little bit tough to kind of figure out the path that Raptor Claws is taking. So you're going to want to do your best to line up your dino, whatever you have to do to basically know. Oh god, this one's going to go like all the way down. We might skip that one, I'm gonna be honest, because it looks like this other one over here is actually about to hit the ground, basically. So it looks like this one might be first. Yeah, I think we'll just ride this one down, honestly. Plus, what I really, really like about this map specifically is there's not a lot of trees, there's not a lot of stuff that the president can get lost in. Biggest thing I will say is this is not only on Extinction, this is on all maps. A lot of times these presents will mesh through the map, so just be aware of that and everything like that. There's a very good chance that this one, once it hits the ground, will in fact actually mesh through. If there's a rock, if there's anything in the way, those rocks right there. If there are trees or rocks or anything in the way that are breakable, you will have to break the rocks, trees, whatever's in the way in order to access the present, which is a bit annoying, I will admit, but it is what it is, honestly. So we're looking pretty good. We're almost at the bottom here. Speaking of which, is that a tree? No, it's not. Okay, cool. I'm going to jump on off right now. Another suggestion, guys, I have is right when you do have access to the presents, if you are on console, open it, just press the left button. You'll grab everything. It's kind of a pick-all option, and then just keep going. Don't worry about what you got, especially if you're on a server. You're going to be competing with a lot of other people to get these presents, so you're going to kind of want to just get in and get out, basically. So right when it drops, head over to it, do the take-all option, which if you are on Xbox, that's the left bumper, and then just be on your merry way, basically, honestly. Now, what's cool about this event, too, is you'll just get a random assortment of items, honestly. So you can get weapons, you can get building materials, you can get chibis, you can get food, you can get vegetable cakes, like you can get just a ton of stuff, honestly. So it's a really cool event to basically just go around and get everything and anything, honestly. Like right when you saw there, we got a chibi, we got some mistletoe, we got some coal, and then we got a Dodicra saddle, I believe. Blueprint Dodicra saddle, so not looking too shabby. But I am actually kind of curious. It does look like the weight of the snow owl isn't too bad right now, which is actually pretty good. The reason why I like using the snow owl is this little swoop, honestly. The swoop does really, really well in these kind of situations where you're going to have to access and run across the map, basically. There we go. Let's grab that and keep going. Get the heck out of here. Yeah, a lot of these areas will be really, really hostile and everything like that, so just be careful for that, guys. Alright, guys, so some of the presents from the first Raptor Claws ended up being in a bit of a dangerous spot over by the sulfur field, so I decided to basically just track down Raptor Claws number 2, so I'm heading to the first present now, which is right in the distance there. We'll get ourselves lined up and then hopefully get all these presents, because it actually looks like we already have a decent amount already dropping, which is absolutely awesome. So let me get on over there, we'll check the first present, and then we'll keep tracking this guy down. Alright, let's take a look at this present. It might be meshed. Yeah, this present's meshed. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, so that's kind of what will happen sometimes, unfortunately. And that's not a rock that I can actually hit. If it's something that you can harvest, then break the rock, break the tree, whatever it is, and you'll be able to actually get them. But I will say, once Raptor Claws gets into the sanctuary area, it is a bit tough to track the presence at this point because there is so much verticality here. It could have landed on top of the building, it could have landed on the building, then mashed. It could be all the way down in this little cavern area, as you see here. Like, they can be all over the place. So I think for Raptor Claws 2, this will be the last one that I'll go for here, and we'll try to track down Raptor Claws 3. Also, too, I actually, in this path, I've gotten about 4 or 5 of them, I would say. And I threw everything on the Cinemacrops, and now we're pretty much half weight on everything, which is absolutely awesome, honestly. So those Cinemacrops, in my opinion, seems to be a really good mount for this specifically. Alright, so this is how we start Raptor Claws number 3 here. With this present, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this. Wow, I can. Surprising. Alright, cool. Let's grab that. Let's use the Macrops to get us back up here. I love this thing. Oh my god. It's definitely going to help in situations like that where it is going to be a little bit tough to grab these presents normally. But let's see what other kind of loot we can get. I think what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to go through, grab the rest of this loot here. I think at that point, it's already 1:30. We might have one Raptor Claws left. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really sure. But what I'm going to do, basically, is I'm going to grab all this loot. I'm going to do the rest of the night, basically. So, 2 more Raptor Claws trips. And then what I'll do is we're going to head on back to our kind of mini base location over there. And we'll basically look at all of the loot that we got tonight, basically. So, let me get to this. Oh, yeah, we're already encumbered yet again. So, let's kind of just do this. Throw everything onto Flapjack. And as you can see, can hold most of this stuff, which is absolutely amazing. But like I said, I'm gonna run through, finish up the entire night. I'll meet you guys at base, basically, and we'll go over everything that we got. Alright guys, now that we're back at base, as you can see behind me, I do have 2 vaults that are color-coded. One of them is specifically all of the Raptor Claws loot, and then the other is going to be for the Gacha Claws loot, but we'll go over Gacha Claws in a little bit. This is everything that I got from our run. So, you get some Amara berries, some Azul berries. I have an Ascendant Bow, 503 weapon damage, 346 durability. Blueprint for a Carno Saddle, 220 armor. I will say the stuff that you get is the best you're going to find in the entire game, period. Again, though, it does take 25,000 hides, so it is a bit excessive. You get some chibis from it. We can kind of go through this a little bit. Probably most notably, the extra Delphus we got, which is actually kind of cool. You get a little bit of chitin along the way, which is going to be good, especially if you have a Macrops. It seems like you get a decent amount of blueprints for chitin armor specifically, which is actually kind of funny. Blueprint for boots, 323 armor. Boots, 161 armor. Chest piece, 234 armor. And leggings, 467 blueprint, along with just normal chitin leggings. Like I said, you get food, you get weapons, you get all that fun stuff. You get cryos, you get a ton of mistletoe and a ton of coal, which is what we're going to need in a bit. But wow, Megalocero Saddle, 263 armor. It's a shame that that's actually not a blueprint. Let's see here. Metal Sickle Blueprint, 528 armor. Let's see, 318 Sickle, Ascendant Pike, 381. You get some poly, you get some pistols, if you guys like pistols. 744 durability, 574. Wow, that's actually pretty good. It takes a lot of metal, but oh my gosh. Let's see, you also get some swords. You also get, I guess, a trank arrow and a stone arrow. This might have been from killing a few things, so I will say that's probably not part of it. Possibly the berries that I got, too, because I got a couple of berries, Tinto berries, Azul berries, and Amara berries. I did have to kill a few things in order to actually get the loot. But stone foundation, stone pillars, wood foundation, and wooden spike wall. So you actually get some pretty decent stuff. Now, again, this is one night specifically. It's about, I think this ended up being about 3 to 4 runs, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this chitin, because since you get chitin, I mean, it makes it a lot easier, especially if you bring your Macrops over, which I don't think I actually ever went over the name of the Macrops. I named this guy Flapjack, and I actually really, really like the name. Kind of was going with the idea that it flaps and everything like that, and I didn't want to call it Flappy after, like, Flappy Bird and all that fun stuff. Remember? Yeah, remember that game? Flappy Bird. Oh my god. That came and went real quick. But anyways, I wanted to give him a different name, and I was kind of thinking, like, yes, he had Christmas colors and everything like that, but I didn't want to go Christmas theme, so I was kind of thinking Flap, and then Flapjack just kind of came to my mind, so went with Flapjack. But anyways, what we're going to do now is we are going to take specifically the coal and the mistletoe, because we got to track down Gacha Claws. And the idea is you feed him a little bit of this mistletoe, you feed him a little bit of coal, and basically he will give you crystals. And these crystals could be armor, weapons, materials. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can get from it. And honestly, Gacha Claws gives you some real amazing stuff. So I'm really hoping we can find one relatively close to base and get this process started. Alright guys, so we are down here in the Sunken Forest. I will be honest, Gacha Claws is pretty rare to find. Traditionally, they actually work with the Parasaur spawns, so they're supposed to share the spawns with them. So it's easier to find on the surface and everything like that, but I could not find one Gacha Claws up there. And then my mod kind of suggested to come on down to the Sunken Forest and see if they're kind of working with the... with their normal Gacha Claws, with their normal Gacha variants, and it looks like they are actually doing that. So shoutouts to my mod metal for kind of letting me know about that. Yeah, it seems like it's working out that way. I will be honest, for consoles specifically, been having a lot of issues with Gacha Claws spawning in. I have not seen one on Lost Island. On the island map, I've seen one, and that's it. I haven't checked any of the other maps, honestly, so I couldn't say, like, if Ragnarok or anything like that is working, but they seem really rare this year. Last year, they seemed like they were all over the place, but this year's kind of different. But it's pretty simple. How Gacha Claws works is you kind of walk up to him, you put in some coal, you put in some mistletoe, he'll sneeze and let out some crystals. To be honest, I haven't done some testing or anything like that, but I do watch Ross Clark. I don't know if you guys watch him. He's a great content creator. He kind of did all this testing last year, and it seems like the best combo to do is 10 coal, 1 mistletoe, basically, in order to get the best stuff. So I'm going to go by that. That's what we're doing. We're doing basically 10 coal, 1 crystal. Traditionally, if you have the 10 coal, 1 crystal in there, 10 coal, 1 mistletoe in there, he won't actually eat the coal because he prefers the mistletoe. So I guess once the mistletoe is all done, we'll kind of go through all this coal. Now, yes, you can technically use the mistletoe and the coal for the skins and stuff like that. I'm going to be honest, the skins are amazing, but again, they take a lot of materials. They take a lot of mistletoe, and the mistletoe is gold. It takes, it's pretty tough to get this, honestly. We didn't get a lot with this event and everything like that, so I would say kind of comparing the two, if I prefer to get skins or possibly get some really good items out of these crystals, I'm going to take the really good items. But with Gacha Claws specifically, Gacha Claws will basically give you one of 2 types of crystals. You have the normal Gacha Crystal, and then you have these here, where it could be Ramshackle Apprentice or Primitive Gacha Crystal. These guys specifically, the Primitive, Ramshackle, or Apprentice ones will traditionally be weapons, armor, actual, like, materials, basically. Clothing, what have you. And traditionally, the normal Gacha Crystals like these here are going to be materials like I don't know, polymer, black pearl, silica pearl, sulfur, more materialistic stuff, basically. Alright guys, we are back here at base. We're going to be opening up some Gacha Crystals. We do actually have 5 mistletoe left over, so we'll kind of hold on to it. I don't know if we'll be using it at any point, but who knows. So what I've done is I have all of the Gacha Crystals here specifically, and then the Snow Owl is holding the Primitive Gacha Crystals, the Ramshackle Gacha Crystals, and the Apprentice ones, which we'll kind of go through in each category to see exactly what we get. So let's get started here. We're just going to open up the Gacha Crystals specifically. Now, these traditionally are materials such as like metal, black pearl, silica pearl, sulfur, spark powder, stuff like that. But I believe there is also a chance of getting all of the holiday-like decor. You can get some skins this way. You can get some chibis, I believe. So let's open them all up and see what we get. So let's get started here. Oh, okay, cool. I can just... Oops. Alright, I guess I thought I could just kind of like manually do this. But okay, let's kind of go through here. It's going to be a little bit loud. I apologize, guys. Alright, there we go, basically. So, as you can see, we did get a Featherlight. Let's put that back in our inventory. So, let's have a quick look here. So, overall, we got some Birthday Suit Pants skin, which I already have. That's totally okay. Beelzebufo Chibi, Carno Chibi, Dodicarus Chibi, 2 Featherlight Chibis, a Moshops Chibi, a Spino Chibi, and a Shrike Chibi. We also got 5 more coal, so we could actually head back down there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Dino Party Hat skin, which I already have. Gift boxes, which is kind of cool too. This is more for if you're in a tribe or anything like that. You can actually put something in here, I believe, possibly, and then basically you just give them the gift box, you put their name on it, you can basically rename the gift box to whoever, and then, yeah, you can put something in there for them, like a little present, basically. Something like a cheapy Beezle Bufo, and then the person opens it up, and there you go, basically. You get that, plus you get a little bit of thatch and fiber, apparently. Holiday stocking, so again, a little bit of decor, 3 snowmen, a wreath, a couple of top hat skins, and that's pretty much it for the, just the regular, Gacha Crystals and everything like that. So let's put that all away. Hopefully these can transfer, honestly, because I would like to use this stuff on the island, like the wreath and the snowman and stuff like that, but we'll have to see. I'm a little upset I didn't get a Christmas tree, honestly. Was really hoping for that, honestly. I love how the Christmas tree looks and the lights too and everything like that, but let's go into here. We're gonna get the primitive one specifically, and we'll open up those first. So let's come on over to our little spot here and open up all of these. Now, these are gonna be loud. I apologize, guys, but let's do this. Okay. So a lot of these candies, basically, so these are the candies that you'll see during all the events. If you get a primitive one, it increases the movement speed by 5%. Mastercraft is 10, and then Ascendant is 15. Now, with these specifically, what you can actually do is you feed them to your creature. In this case, we'll feed it to our Snow Owl here. And not only will there be a movement speed increase, you'll also get some colors, too, which is actually kind of cool. It makes your creatures look really interesting, honestly, and some of them are actually really wacky. But overall, festive candy, and we did get a Ramshackle Riot leggings. Not too bad. 195 durability on that with 189 armor, so not too shabby. Let's move on to Ramshackle, which we only have 2. So that's not too bad. Let's head on over here, crack them open. Oh my god, nope. Get rid of you. And there we go. Here's what we got. So we got a Apprentice Chitin helmet, which could be good if you're heading over to Lost Island and you're trying to get a couple of Sinnoh Macropses. And then finally a Fabricated Sniper, 142 durability, 149 weapon damage. So again, not too shabby. But finally, it is Apprentice, which Apprentice is the highest you are able to get. It used to be where I believe you can get like Mastercraft and Ascendant and stuff, but a couple years ago they changed it where it's basically just primitive, Ramshackle, and Apprentice. And Apprentice is theoretically the best of the best. So it is going to be a little bit loud, guys, but let's see what we get. Alright, there we go. So let's have a quick look. Journeyman Assault Rifle, Journeyman Bow, Mastercraft Chitin Gauntlets, a Fabricated Sniper, 200 damage, 249 durability. That's actually not too shabby. Let's see, Flak Boots, Flak Chest Piece, Flak Leggings, 2 Minor Helmets, a Long Neck. That's actually kind of good. What is my Long Neck right now? Oh, no, mine's 296. Okay, and this is 194. That's not too shabby, honestly, especially if you're able to get a drop or two from Raptor Claws, or you actually do get a little bit of Mistletoe and coal, and you can feed it to Gacha Claws. These are actually pretty good items, honestly, especially if you're in, like, early game and stuff like that. But Mastercraft Metal Hatchet, Mastercraft Metal Hatchet, Metal Pick. That actually might be a little better than what I have. No. Okay, Riot Boots, Riot Helmet, 2 Shotguns, couple Stone Picks, a Journeyman Sword, and a Mastercraft Torch, so not too shabby when it comes to Gacha Claws. Personally, I think you get better stuff overall from Raptor Claws, honestly, but Gacha Claws is still kind of interesting, because you can get some of the items, including, like, the Christmas present boxes, you can get trees, you can get lights that you can kind of string around your base, which is kind of cool. You can get snowmen, stuff like that. Unfortunately, it kind of stinks because once the event is done, that stuff goes away, which is a bit unfortunate, honestly. But, guys, overall, that, in fact, is going to wrap up this episode. I wanted to do a bit of a Christmas event, so, guys, if you do celebrate, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate, well, have a happy holidays, have a happy new year, and guys, next episode, we will be transferring to another map. Which map is it? Well, you'll have to find out in the next one where we're transferring to. But Overall, that's going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to hit that like button for me, and on top of that, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. It really, really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.